Dark greetings, I am Lord Freakzilla, and this is Gothic Sagas. Here we explore deep into the shadows of reality, where the strange, the creepy, and the tragic collide. So hit that subscribe button, and together, let's venture into the darkness, where shadows dance and secrets lurk.
These three individuals are YouTubers named Lucas and Marquinhos, along with their friend Siad. In June of 2021, they uploaded a deeply unsettling video titled Scary Encounter in an Abandoned House to their channel Cazadores de Sombras. Their channel primarily focuses on paranormal investigations, documenting explorations of abandoned and allegedly haunted locations across South America. In this particular video, the trio traveled to an abandoned building located somewhere in Brazil, a place that had developed a disturbing reputation long before they had ever stepped inside. According to locals and previous explorers, the structure had been abandoned for many years. Since then, it had become a hotspot for reports of unexplained activity. Visitors claimed to hear voices echoing through empty rooms, objects moving on their own, and shadowy figures appearing without warning. Some even believed the building was home to a malevolent presence, earning it the reputation of being one of the most haunted locations in the region. Despite knowing all of this, the trio chose to investigate the building late at night. From the moment they entered, the atmosphere felt wrong. The air was heavy, the silence unnatural. As they cautiously moved through the structure, their nerves were clearly on edge. For the first several minutes, nothing unusual happened. No sounds, no movement, just empty rooms and decaying walls. That calm wouldn't last. As they approached one of the rooms deeper inside the building, something abruptly changed.
Para a usina.
Ô,
velhinho do mal.
ô, galera, ô. Movimento no mato ali atrás, velho.
Movimento?
Aham, parece que passou alguma coisa na janela aqui, ó.
Não, mano. Isso aqui não tinha, galera.
Ô, eu tô falando que eu vi alguma coisa passando aqui, ó, na janela. Tô falando, velho.
Tem alguém aí, mano. Tem alguém aí.
Aquilo lá não é o carrinho que a gente trouxe a última vez?
É, mano, é o carrinho aqui, Marquinhos. Foi você que trouxe, né?
Foi.
Mano, é o carrinho, mano. Ó os talcos ali, ó. Pode ver que aqui, ó, não tem talco mais, tá vendo?
Então.
Agora ali, ó, tá intacto o talco, tá vendo?
Vamos ver lá, vamos ver lá.
A gente colocou aqui, ó.
Ah.
Tá, o talco aqui, mano. Ninguém passou por esse talco. Agora ali já passaram, olha lá.
Esse canto aqui.
Aqui já passaram.
Ó.
Pera aí,
Mano,
que
eu tô
foi?
falando, velho.
Foi mais barulho?
Foi aqui, ó, o vidro acabou de cair aqui.
Tem alguém aí?
Tem alguém aí?
Mano, eu vou entrar nesse cômodo aqui, velho.
Entra aí, mano, vai aí.
The sudden noise caused all three of them to freeze in place. They stood motionless, staring toward the direction it came from, trying to identify what could have caused it. Eventually, they gathered the courage to step inside the room. But as soon as they began searching, they heard even more noises coming from the room that they had just exited. Alarmed, the trio rushed back to investigate, only to find nothing. No broken objects, no signs of movement, nothing that could explain what they were hearing. For several minutes, they remained inside the room, whispering theories and trying to rationalize what was happening. That's when it happened again.
O que aconteceu, Marquinhos? Caindo alguma coisa aí, mano?
É, mano, tudo gosmento, velho.
Do teto, será? Chegou a olhar no outro cômodo lá, Yuri?
Oi. Ó, tô falando, velho, tem alguma coisa aqui, mano.
Ó, a lanterna tá ficando ruim, mano.
Não, onde foi isso?
Quem tá aí?
Ó, tá brincando com a gente, mano.
Brincando com nós, mano. Sangue...
Ó, tenta ficar nesse cômodo aqui, eu fico nesse.
Mano, eu tô indignado com isso aqui, velho. Não tinha essas escritas aqui no último vídeo, cara. Não tinha.
Você ouviu? Mano, que é isso, velho? É risada.
Ó,
Criança, velho.
Yuri, entra nesse cômodo aqui. Vou entrar nesse
Entra aí, entra aí, entra aí.
Vem comigo. Ele tá aqui, mano.
Ó. Tem alguma entidade aqui? Alguma criança está nesse local ainda? Se tiver, nos dê um sinal. Ô, 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 ô. Foi no cômodo do meio aqui, ó.
Foi aqui, mano? Barulho?
Foi aí mesmo.
Não tem ninguém aí fora, não?
Mano, não tem, eu olhei aqui já.
Ó. Ó.
Ó, é pra direção do banheirinho lá mesmo, mano.
É, mano, tá na direção do banheirinho, velho. Não tem nenhuma passagem aqui que liga lá, mano? Não tem, mano. Tudo fechado, velho.
A loud bang echoed through the building. Instinctively, the explorers bolted out of the room, hearts racing. As they moved through the hallway, they began hearing something even more disturbing. Faint, high-pitched sounds that eerily resembled a child laughing. When they entered the room the sound came from, they found it completely empty. By this point, none of them could understand what was happening. The noises seemed deliberate, intelligent, as if something was reacting to their presence. For most people, this would have been a breaking point, but the trio pressed on.
Dá um sinal pra gente. Criança, é você que tá aqui?
Esse escrito também não tinha, viu?
Ó, olha aqui, mano. Olha isso daí, velho.
Que foi?
Olha aqui, Yuri. Vem.
Que, velho?
Tá vindo lá fora, mano.
Tem alguém
O
lá
VAR tá
fora.
mexendo, velho?
Tem alguém lá fora. Quem tá aí fora?
Cara, eu falei que eu vi alguma coisa ali, mano.
Quem tá aí?
Mano. Ô, não tá nem ventando, velho.
Mano, não tem ninguém aqui, velho. Que é isso, mano?
Se tiver alguma criança aqui, se comunique com a gente.
A gente não veio fazer mal, não. Vocês são em quantos aqui? Opa.
O barulho é pra cá, mano.
É nesses cômodos aí o barulho, mano. É nesses dois aqui, ó. Você tá ouvindo também, Marquinhos?
Tô?
Mano, só se for alguém brincando com nós, velho.
Mas tinha
Quem tá aí?
acesso. Não tinha acesso pra ir pro fundo, pra trás da casa.
Pô, não tinha ninguém, mano, lá que nós viu, velho.
Ó, tá caindo vidro ainda, velho.
Dá uma olhada na janela lá, viu?
Hã?
Dá uma olhada naquela janela, não tem ninguém lá.
Moments later, something outside the window caught their attention. A bush began violently shaking on its own before abruptly stopping. Almost immediately, the voices and loud bangs returned. The explorers stood in silence, trying to process what they had just witnessed. At this point, they began to suspect someone might be intentionally messing with them. Determined to confront whoever or whatever it was, they moved toward the source of the noise. What they discovered next would push them to their limits.
Ó. Mano, eu tô falando, velho. É um desses dois cômodos aqui, ó.
Não tem nada aqui, cara.
Criança, aparece pra gente. Nossa, velho, olha aqui.
Que foi?
Aqui, ó.
Na onde?
Aquele vidro ali, ó.
Ô, mano, é lá fora, mano. É o banheiro, não é? Não é o banheirinho ali fora?
É.
E eu acho que é ali mesmo, Lucas. Quer ir lá
É o
fora?
banheirinho lá fora. Vamos lá.
Vai, ó, calma. Tem barulho aqui ainda, mano.
Não tô achando que tem uns cosmentos aqui em mim, mano.
Vai, vamos lá pro banheiro, vai.
Mano, é lá.
Ô.
Vai, galera. Vai, é lá, mano.
Mano, é mais de um, cara.
É mais de um, mano. É mais
Vou
de um.
chamar mais.
Cara, foi nas minhas costas aqui agora, mano, esse barulho.
Tá brincando com nós, mano. O que
Calma,
você quer?
vamos acalmar.
Mas a gente já tentou ficar.
Calma, vamos escutar.
Estranho, mano.
Vamos escutar.
Ó, é lá, mano. É lá fora, velho.
O banheiro é aqui, não é, mano? O barulho tá vindo daqui, ó. Olha lá, ó, tá vindo da janela agora.
Mano, tô tremendo, velho. Que é isso, cara?
Mas tem como ir pra trás da casa?
By now, the constant voices and violent sounds seemed to be coming from every direction at once. Still, the trio continued investigating for nearly 10 more minutes. No matter where they went, the noises followed them, and every time they rushed towards the sound, they found absolutely nothing. Eventually, they came to the chilling conclusion that whatever was causing the disturbances was intentionally avoiding them. They decided to step outside and search the exterior of the building.
Tem alguém aí?
Parece que não tem ninguém, mano. Uma olhada aí, Marquinhos. Vê se tem alguma coisa aí.
Não tem como, mano. Olhar aqui, mano. Não tem acesso, velho.
Não tem ninguém no banheiro aí, meu?
Eu não sei, velho. Parece que não.
Ó, vem.
Ô, velho, tem alguma coisa aí, mano. Vai.
O que foi isso, Yuri? Não tem ninguém aqui, velho.
Olha atrás. O que tem aí?
Nada, mano. Não tem nada.
Como não, velho?
Aqui tá muito frio aqui dentro, cara. Olha.
Cadê minha lanterna?
Tá muito gelado aqui,
Valeu.
cara.
Ai, caramba, velho.
Aconteceu alguma coisa?
Ó, cortei o dedo, velho. Cortei o dedo aqui. Segura a rapidinho. Nossa, mano.
Cortou o dedo?
Cortei, velho. Cortei tudo aqui.
Op.
Que isso, velho?
Calma. Que isso aí, velho? Que isso? É o
Tem
carrinho. É o carrinho, mano.
É o carrinho. Quem tá aí?
Mano, vai entrar.
Ô.
Mano, que é isso aí, velho?
Ô, é uma criança, velho. Nossa, velho. Sai.
Sai. Mano, que é isso aí, velho?
Ô.
Que é isso?
É a criança. Tá se mexendo. Sai. Sai daí.
Standing in the doorway was a figure that appeared to be a child, staring directly at them. Before any of them could react, the door violently slammed shut. That was enough. Terrified and completely overwhelmed, the explorers ran from the building, abandoning the investigation entirely. None of them could explain what they had witnessed that night. The voices, the movement, the figure. To this day, it remains unclear who or what the childlike figure was, or how multiple doors were able to slam shut on their own. Whether what they encountered was truly paranormal or an elaborate hoax has never been confirmed or debunked. All that's certain is that something inside that building didn't want them there, and whatever it was, it made sure that they never came back. In May of 2023, a YouTuber named Chris Hill uploaded a chilling video called Exploring Abandoned Robert Fulton Elementary School to his channel Urbex Hill. Chris often documents his urban explorations, slipping into places long forgotten. But this time, what waited inside the Robert Fulton Elementary School would send him running for his life. The school, located in Cleveland, Ohio, was nearly a century old, abandoned for over 13 years. The neighborhood around had a reputation for violent crime, making the decaying halls even more dangerous. And Chris made the mistake of entering alone at midnight. For the first several minutes, he wandered the classrooms and corridors, showing his viewers the destruction left behind. But the deeper he ventured, the more the building began to stir.
Whoa, oh shit. That scared me. I thought that was like a body laying there. I'm tripping. Look at this. This will make a good thumbnail. What the f***? Why is that door like that? What the hell? I think somebody's in there. Somebody put this in front of the door. What the f***? Still there. Don't explore alone.
A loud bang echoed through the dark, followed by something even more unsettling. A classroom door was wedged shut with debris, as if someone inside had barricaded themselves in. On the whiteboard, a message was scrawled in bold letters: "Don't explore alone," a warning or a threat. Chris ignored it. He pressed deeper, convinced curiosity would lead to answers. But the evidence was undeniable. Someone else was in that building.
Keep out. Oh shit. I bet somebody lives in here. Somebody's been living in here.
A sudden scream tore through the silence. Raw, human, close. Terrified, Chris bolted for the exit, his camera shaking as he sprinted through the ruined halls. He didn't dare look back, praying whoever or whatever had screamed wasn't chasing him. But the footage told a darker story. If you freeze the frame as Chris yanks open a curtain, you can glimpse feet retreating into the shadows. Someone had been hiding there, watching. Later that night while reviewing his GoPro, Chris found something he hadn't noticed in the moment. In the background, a shadowy figure slipped into a classroom as he first entered the building. Not a trick of the light, a man, a presence that had been following him from the very beginning. Whether it was the same person who screamed or someone else entirely remains unknown. What is clear is that Chris was never exploring alone. The Robert Fulton Elementary School may be abandoned, but its halls are not empty. So what do you think? I'm personally amused at all these explorers when they come across these signs saying stuff like, don't enter, keep out, don't explore alone, and they just keep going past these signs and then seem surprised later when something bad happens afterwards. So would you venture past signs warning you not to explore further? Let me know in the comments. In November of 2021, a YouTuber named Dale uploaded a video called Exploring the House That Knocks to his channel Signs and Signals. His channel is dedicated to paranormal investigations, venturing into places most people avoid, and documenting whatever lingers inside. This time, Dale was joined by his friend Dave. Their destination was an abandoned house said to be cursed with violent activity. According to one of their viewers, workers hired to renovate the property had fled in fear. They reported strange bangs echoing through the halls, voices whispering in the empty rooms, objects shifting on their own, and in some cases, scratches clawed across the backs of their necks. None of them returned. Desperate to sell the property, the viewer reached out to Dale, and so in the dead of night, he and Dave drove down a dirt road to uncover the truth. But the house revealed itself before they ever stepped through the door.
You hear that, right?
Yeah.
It's just,
Dude, I'm not going in there.
that's like going all around the house. You think it's hearing this? We gotta get closer, man.
We really about to go in here, dude?
God damn.
What the man?
God damn.
Dude, come on, man.
I don't know, dude. What were we supposed to do? She said this was like the problem that was going on.
What, she said there were bangs like this?
Yeah, I mean, she said that the cruise was getting run up by bangs and things moving around. And if it ain't, you call the cops. You know the address of this place, right?
No.
As soon as they got out of the car, the knocking began. Slow, deliberate, echoing from deep inside the house. Each step closer brought another sound, as though something inside knew they were coming. The explorers hesitated. The rational choice was to turn back, but this is why they were here, to see if the claims were real. With their nerves unraveling, they forced themselves forward.
Yo.
Was that a bird?
Yeah.
Dude, Dale. Maybe we need to reconsider this decision.
Yo. Anybody in here? We're not the cops. We're just making a video. Yo. Hey. Yo. Yo. Dude, are you seeing this?
Oh,
What the is that supposed to be? We're not trying to mess up your party. Let us know you're gonna pop out on me.
hey, I don't know about this one. I don't know. Dude.
They pushed open the door and stepped inside. The air was still, heavy with rot. On the floor of the first room sat a box, perfectly centered inside a circle drawn with what looked like wax or chalk, a setup that felt ritualistic. Wrong. Unsure whether it was some kind of trap or offering, they left it untouched and continued deeper into the house. Room by room they searched. Their flashlights swept across peeling wallpaper and broken furniture. But no person, no animal, nothing living stirred inside. The only thing waiting for them was silence. When they circled back to the first room, the box was still there, unbroken, daring them to open it. Curiosity outweighed their better judgment.
I don't really know if we should mess with that or not. I'm like,
That woman didn't say anything about some like this.
what have been that? Like, I want to know what's in there.
It's pretty much stuck on there. Like it's the candle has it sealed completely.
Dude, God, what the dude?
Dale.
Come on now. Hey, yo. Say no, you.
Here.
Dude, shine it in here. What's that, dude? What the was that?
As soon as they began tampering with the box, the house answered. A deafening bang ripped through the room, shaking the walls around them. In a panic, they bolted for the exit, only to have the door ahead of them slam shut on its own. At the time, adrenaline drowned out the detail. They didn't even realize it had closed until later, when reviewing their footage. But the camera captured everything: the slamming door, the bang, and the darkness that seemed to swell as soon as they disturbed the box. Whether it was a squatter toying with them or something far older or darker claiming its ground remains a mystery. But the one thing is certain: once they opened that box, something inside that house wanted them gone. And me personally, I think the box in the center of the room with the ritualistic vibe was the first sign to leave immediately. What do you think? Would you have ventured further after seeing the box? Or would the loud bangs before you entered been enough to turn you around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. In June of 2023, a YouTuber named Kaylee uploaded a troubling exploration titled Exploring a Haunted Abandoned Psych Ward to her channel, The Paranormal Patch. Her content usually follows her drifting from one forgotten structure to the next, documenting the echoes inside America's haunted and decaying places. This time she set her sights on the abandoned Arthur Brisbane Treatment Center, tucked away in the deep woods of New Jersey. Reaching it wasn't easy. Kaylee hiked nearly 2 miles through the thick brush before finally spotting the first of the 3 derelict buildings looming through the trees. She slipped into the first structure, flashlight trembling across hollow rooms and broken tiles. Nothing. No voices, no movement, no hint of the supernatural. The second building wasn't much different. Collapsed furniture, graffiti peeling like sunburnt skin, and silence thick enough to swallow her footsteps. But the third building, the moment she stepped inside, the tone of the entire exploration changed. The air felt charged, heavier, and that's when things began to go wrong for Kaylee.
Look at this, guys. Okay. Oh my God. Ooh, look at the lockers. Guys, this place is so loud. Is it haunted? Because I keep hearing noises too. Okay, let's go in. So this was the schoolhouse. See if I missed anything cool. I hope I can open this. Why did it move as soon as I came close to it? Can someone explain that to me? That was freaky.
As Kaylee approached one of the interior doors, it suddenly shifted and rattled as if something on the other side had shoved it. She froze, heart pounding, then forced herself to open it. Inside, nothing. No animals, no person, nothing that could have caused this sudden movement. She lingered, replaying the moment, trying to make sense of it. Eventually, she brushed it off, telling herself it must have been the wind or the unstable frame of the old building. But as she wandered deeper into the third facility, the calm she forced on herself didn't last long. Something else was waiting behind the next hallway.
I think it's all basically the same shit. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my good lord. That was spooky. Why the fuck are the doors opening and closing?
Multiple doors began swinging open on their own, then slamming shut with violent force. Not one, not two, several at once. Kaylee bolted from the room and stared down the hallway, trying to convince herself she had seen something logical. Her earlier wind theory no longer made sense. There were no open windows, no cross breeze, nothing to explain several doors moving simultaneously. She stood outside for several minutes debating whether to leave the building entirely, but curiosity and maybe stubbornness won out. After catching her breath, she stepped back inside to investigate whatever was causing those doors to move.
Not the fucking moving doors again. Do we go towards it? Bruh. What door is doing that? Oh, I like this room. Hey, shut up back there. What door was doing that? What's this? What one is it? Y'all just watched me walk past all of that. What door is that? What door is doing that? Dude, I'm leaving. I'm going through this hole. Alright, let's get out of here.
Inside, Kaylee searched every hallway and room she could reach, but nothing explained the intense, repeated door slamming she had witnessed. Worse, more doors began shifting, creaking, and slamming as she walked past them, as if reacting to her presence. By now, her nerves were done. Whatever was causing the commotion, wind, or a hidden squatter, or something she couldn't see, she no longer cared. She backed out through a collapsed wall and made her way out of the structure for good. To this day, there's no confirmed explanation. A squatter could have been inside, but she never heard footsteps or voices, just the violent movement of doors. And while old buildings can react to air pressure, the synchronized slamming and lack of airflow makes that theory unlikely. Whether it was the wind or something darker hiding inside the Arthur Brisbane Treatment Center, only Kaylee knows how it felt to stand in that hallway and watch those doors move on their own.
So, I don't really know too much about this place, other than the fact that it was like a school for children who needed help. I've seen some reviews on Google Maps of people who actually went here and they said that it was terrible.
In September of 2021, A British YouTuber named Colin uploaded a deeply unsettling exploration titled Exploring an Abandoned Hospital to his channel, The Bearded Explorer. His content focuses heavily on urban exploration, and he often finds himself alone inside buildings most people wouldn't dare approach. This time, Colin traveled to the ruins of the Zachary Merton Ward in Stanmore, England. Built in 1936, it was one of the UK's earliest rehabilitation facilities, a landmark at the time. But as medicine evolved and newer facilities emerged, the old ward slipped into irrelevance. It finally closed in the mid-1980s, left to rot for more than 40 years. Over time, stories began to grow. Stories of a spirit known as the Grey Lady, said to drift through the ward's hallways. Some people claimed to see her in the shadows. Others said that they felt her pass before they ever saw her. Despite the legends, Colin chose to explore the abandoned hospital alone. The moment he stepped inside, he was met with collapsing ceilings, warped walls, and heaps of documents and medical debris scattered across the floors. Even for him, a veteran explorer, it felt different, colder. He admitted it was one of the creepiest places he had ever set foot in. Up to this point, nothing unusual had happened. Then, as he walked deeper into the hallway, strange noises began to echo through the dark.
Do you know, I've been to a lot of buildings and places on my own, but this place here is giving me the chills like you wouldn't believe it. I think this place closed back in the 1980s. You know, it's been empty for a very, very long time. I'm actually surprised it's still here. Normally they bring these places down, like... What's that? Oh, I'm hearing noises in there now. That wasn't nice. It sounded like footsteps. That was really creepy. There is so much stuff in here. Oh, what was that? I don't think there's anyone else in here. I'm sure there isn't. I keep hearing these weird noises. It's an empty, disused building. There's probably all sorts of animals and things in here.
At first, Colin brushed off the noises. Footsteps, creaks, old buildings make sound. Maybe an animal, he thought. But the noises returned again and again, following him as he moved. Still, he pressed forward. Eventually, he finished exploring the upper rooms and started heading back downstairs. That's when something slammed hard somewhere down the hallway.
Cool, well, I think that is pretty much everything, guys. I think that's the whole site done. So take a walk back downstairs. Now I'm going to do some pictures, do some cinematics, and then I think we can make a move. Fuck. Hello? Oh, fucking hell. What the hell was that?
As Colin filmed near a window, a sudden violent bang echoed through the hallway. He rushed toward the noise, expecting to find someone or something waiting. But once again, the source was nowhere to be found. Still determined, he pushed onward. But inside one of the rooms, he encountered something that sent him bolting from the hallway.
What the hell is that? Starting to be some really weird stuff in here.
According to Colin, the moment he heard another bang, he ran. As he lifted his camera, he claimed he saw a figure standing behind a blue chair before it vanished. His camera didn't clearly capture it, but he later reviewed the footage and pointed out a shape where he swore he saw the figure. Haunted or not, the encounter shook him. Yet a month later, Colin returned to Zachary Merton Ward alone at night to see if the figure would appear again. He had no idea this second visit would be even worse.
Cannot believe that I am doing this on my own at night. Definitely not going up that way first. I'm going this way first. Why am I doing this? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Oh my God. It is absolutely freezing in here. It is absolutely freezing. There's no windows open in here. Every single window is boarded. Oh. Okay, whoa. Okay, that was creepy. It felt like I bumped into someone, but there's no one there. Literally, I step into this room here. The temperature change from there to here. Now, that is really strange.
Inside one of the rooms, Colin immediately noticed the temperature was drastically colder. When he stepped back out into the hallway, the cold vanished. Paranormal investigators often claim cold spots can indicate a spirit draining heat from its surroundings, but Colin tried not to read too much into it. He continued deeper into the building, but within moments, he stumbled into his next frightening encounter.
Why am I here on my own, walking around this abandoned hospital that I saw something? I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a ghost. I mean, I can show you guys now, right? I saw something just behind that blue chair. Now, bearing in mind I saw it with my own eyes, I didn't realise I had it on camera. Let's do this. What the hell was that? I'm sure I heard something. I don't know. It's probably just the wind. Okay, this is the worst part for me. Whoa. I think it is just Whoa. Okay, that's scary. God, this is absolutely... What the... No, I'm hearing noises all around me. I don't know what it is. I am just so terrified right now. I can hear noises. I don't know whether it's pigeons in the loft. I don't know if it's stuff falling from the ceilings. It must be.
Colin tried to calm himself by blaming pigeons or falling debris, but the noises kept returning, closer, louder, circling him. He searched the hallway, then went upstairs, but no matter where he checked, he found nothing. His nerves were unraveling. The temperature shifts, the bangs, the shadows. Every instinct told him something wasn't right. Eventually he decided it was time to leave, but the ward wasn't finished with him just yet.
Goosebumps on my whole body right now are just... You could probably strike a match off my skin. Look at this little... What was that? What was that? What the hell was that? Fuck. I think it's just stuff falling from the ceiling, but it's bloody frightening the life out of me. Why does it look like a leg sticking out that door out there? It's not, but... Oh! I've just got all these ideas going through my head at the moment. Whoa. There's someone in there. That can't be. No. There's no one in here. There is nobody in here. It's just me. Hello? There's no one in here.
After yet another deafening bang, Colin sprinted away, but gathered himself long enough to circle back and check. As expected, nothing was there. His fear finally peaked. He started heading for the exit, ready to abandon the exploration altogether. Then, just as he was leaving, the ward revealed its final surprise.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, I've never been so scared. I've never been so scared. I'm getting out of here. I've had enough. That was weird. That was really, really weird. What is it about this place? Oh, I hate this place, I really do. Just listen.
If you watch the footage carefully, you can clearly see a red ball rolling out of one of the rooms, seemingly on its own. The moment Colin spotted it, he bolted straight out of the hospital and didn't stop until he reached his car. To this day, no one knows what caused the ball to move. Was it connected to the figure he claimed to see behind the blue chair during his first visit? Or just a coincidence in a crumbling building? Whether haunted or not, the mysteries surrounding the Zachary Merton ward remained unsolved. And after Colin's 2 terrifying visits, many believe the Gray Lady may still be roaming those dark halls. I don't know, what do you think? Joe and Elliot, 2 British YouTubers behind the Ghost Theory channel, uploaded a chilling video in November of 2021 titled Intense Paranormal Investigation. Their channel revolves around urban exploration, and they frequently document eerie encounters inside the UK's most haunted ruins. In this investigation, The duo traveled to the abandoned Zachary Martin Ward in Stanmore, England, the same hospital explored by other creators who claimed to encounter strange figures and unexplained activities. They climbed through a shadowed window to get inside. The moment their boots hit the dust-covered floor, both men admitted the ward was unlike anything they had ever explored. The entire place felt wrong. Graffiti covered nearly every wall, some of it faded, some oddly fresh, as though someone had been inside only hours earlier. But the pair pressed forward, brushing off the unease. Then while walking through one of the rooms, they began hearing strange noises echoing from deep inside the building. And that's when their night took a disturbing turn.
Right, this is the place the bearded explorer has been and saw something walking around at the end of the corridor. He was on his own.
I think it's fuzzy footsteps. Literally there.
Honestly, I'm f***ing terrified. I just need a minute to calm down. I'm absolutely shaking.
Yeah. What was that?
What?
There was a knock behind you.
Let's just be quiet a second, actually. What?
I just heard furniture dragging from upstairs.
That.
Is it wind? Can you hear that?
Yeah. I could hear lots of odd things. I don't know. I can't tell if it's something outside or not. Mm-hmm. Oh, for f***'s sake, it's just every corner you look at.
Just listen. That's in here.
I can hear something in there.
The explorers froze, listening closely as the noises echoed through the hallway. Eventually the sound stopped, and they brushed it off as wind or shifting debris. They continued onward, but as they moved through another hallway, they found a disturbing message scrawled across the wall. Like others they had seen, fresh, bright, and far too recent for an abandoned hospital. Before they could make sense of it, the noises returned. This time, instead of ignoring them, Joe and Elliot decided to investigate. What they found next was far more unsettling than the noises themselves.
I heard furniture dragging upstairs for real. I kind of don't want to go up there.
I'm being totally honest. I have never been so terrified of a building in my life. I don't want to stop recording because I feel like something's going to happen.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like...
Yeah.
Just... What even is that? Is that a bag of blood?
Is it a blood bag? Is that where the blood's come from? It's a blood bag.
There was actually... Oh my god.
It's a blood bag.
You can sort of see inside it and there's red coming out of it.
Yeah.
What on earth?
Filming your kneecaps.
We need to go upstairs.
Yeah.
On the floor in front of them lay a bag filled and covered with red fluid. Its contents were impossible to confirm, but it resembled blood disturbingly well. Considering the fresh red markings they had already found in the hospital, the discovery became even more alarming. Whoever wrote those signs might have used whatever was inside that bag. Shaken, the explorers left the room and headed upstairs to continue their investigation. But as soon as they reached the upper level, things escalated again.
Oh god, this floor isn't very smart, is it?
It's not stable.
I've got to wonder if this is even worth coming up here. There's no roof.
Hold on. It's just weird seeing shadows and stuff. I think it was just my light. Alright, let's go.
On my absolute head.
What was that?
Not a clue.
Was that someone coming through? Did that come from up here?
Wait, no, down here. Right. Down here. Oh, I can hear moaning as well. I can hear a really weird, loud, like, screamy moan. Do you not hear that? That.
The moment they reached the upper floor, something flew past one of the explorers' heads and smashed against the wall. The impact was loud enough to suggest a rock or another hard object thrown with force. They rushed to the stairs, staring down into the darkness to see who or what had thrown it. There was nothing. only the sound of moaning drifting from somewhere below. Heart pounding, the pair descended the stairs to investigate, unaware that the worst was still waiting.
There is so much going on down here right now. Seriously, is there anyone else here with us?
That was instant.
Is there anyone from the spirit world who wants to communicate with us? I swear to God, there's someone around that corner. Hello?
Go down.
I'm actually going to need Jesus after this. Where should we go next?
Because this is the main corridor, which is... See, I keep thinking I hear noises over there. Is there anybody here? Can you please just make a sound? Just to let us know you are here.
I feel like we need to find a really, really decent room to go down and then choose. Oh my shit on my what the hell?
Should we go?
Did you get that on camera?
I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
Sake.
I'm shaking.
Please tell me we got that on camera.
I don't know.
What the hell?
Just a few feet away, a heavy door suddenly collapsed, slamming to the ground with no explanation. The explorers sprinted down the corridor, staring back in disbelief. For several minutes, they stood frozen, trying to make sense of what they had just witnessed. Most people would have fled the hospital entirely, but Joe and Elliot weren't finished. Shaking, breathless, and terrified, they pulled out their ghost hunting equipment. They wanted answers.
Is there someone here? Is there someone here that's trying to communicate with us? Can you do something like that again with the door? Can you do something with this? This thing that's in my... Was that because I moved it? What the...
Joe?
Yes. It went up to red.
The fuck? Thank you.
Move away from it. Can you take it up to red if that is a spirit here with us? Take it up to red now. Exactly on cue. Go up to red if you are male.
Male. Go up.
Okay.
So does that mean you are female?
You can't make that up. You can't fucking make that up.
Thank you. We mean you total respect. We honestly do. You're brilliant.
It's back.
I need to just ask you a question. Can you turn it off if you mean us harm?
Did you try to hit us with this door? Were you trying to hurt us then? Take that to red if you were trying to hurt us.
I need to just ask you one more time. Please light this thing up if you just want us to leave.
It does.
Okay, we're going to leave now.
That's right up to red.
Yeah,
solidly there.
We're going to leave now because we mean you respect, and we're going to leave you in peace.
Through the K2 meter, the explorers received a series of responses, some of them deeply unsettling. When they asked if the collapsing door was meant to harm them, the device spiked. When they asked if the spirit wanted them to leave, it spiked again. And with that, they decided to end the investigation and leave the building out of respect for whatever was inside. Whether Joe and Elliot encountered something paranormal that night remains unproven, but based on the noises, the flying object, the collapsing door, and the responses from the K2 meter, one thing is certain: whoever or whatever was inside the Zachary Martin ward did not want them there. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide if the ward is truly haunted, or if there was some more logical explanation hiding somewhere within the shadows.
What is this? It sounded like a little girl. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It sounded like a little girl. Oh,
Back in October of 2023, a YouTuber named Colin uploaded a seriously creepy video to his channel, The Bearded Explorer. The title? Exploring an Abandoned Hospital at Night. Colin's known for his urban exploration videos. Lots of strange, unsettling encounters in haunted and abandoned spots all over the UK. This time, he picked a place with a seriously dark history, the Royal Hospital Haslar in Gosport, England, opened way back in 1753. This was the UK's very first naval hospital, and at one point, the biggest in the entire world. For more than 250 years, He treated sick and wounded sailors from the Royal Navy. But after decades of decline, the hospital shut its doors in 2009 and has been rotting away ever since. And of course, it's got a reputation for being haunted. The most famous ghost? A nurse who died here during World War I. People claim to see her spirit wandering the halls, along with reports of cold spots, weird noises, and that constant feeling you're being watched. None of that stopped Colin from going in alone in the middle of the night. He slipped in through the basement, taking in the crumbling walls, peeling ceilings, and even red stains on the floor. Medical equipment was still scattered around like everyone just walked out one day. But barely 5 minutes into exploring, Colin saw something that set the tone for the whole night. A door closing on its own.
And behind me, that's from the docks. Well, they used to bring the injured sailors on here. If they could be treated, they would be taken into the wards. And if they couldn't, they would go straight down to the church. And there is a mass grave out there. 10,000 people buried. Absolutely mind-blowing. I can't express to you like how creepy this place is walking around on your own. I can't help but feel that there's somebody walking right behind me. It's really, really creepy. And what we're going to do, we're going to walk through this area and we're going to have a look in there first, and then we're going to go upstairs and check out all the MRI scanners. Okay, that was weird. That door has just closed. But there is absolutely no wind in here whatsoever. What the was that? Okay, that was really, really creepy. I've only been here literally 5 minutes and that's happened. I'm going to get out of this area because that was actually really scary. I don't know what that was.
With no wind and no one else in sight, that door moving on its own made no sense. A little later, upstairs, Colin noticed a curtain swaying. Again, no breeze anywhere. He pushed on with the exploration, but heading into the basement, things started getting weirder.
This is one of my favourite parts of Hasler. And like I said before, there is a very sad story to a nurse who actually committed suicide here. Her name was Mary. After the death of a child that she was caring for, and she from the top and sadly passed away here. Very, very sad story. Now, there are a lot of sad stories of this place. Okay, so we are now at the bottom of the spiral staircase. I love looking up this. It's so cool. We're now going into the basement. Let's go down this way. What's that? That's a pigeon. Oh yeah, probably was coming through that window. I don't like being in here though, I must admit. Oh, I don't think we'll bother going up there today. I swear I just heard something then.
At first, he chalked up the noises to pigeons, but after hearing it again, Colin bailed on the basement and went back upstairs, only for the noises to follow him.
And it's quite nice to see that everything is still here. Still crazy to think that all of this stuff is in here, all the paperwork. Oh my God, what the was that? It felt like I bumped into someone, but there's no one there. Whoa, okay, freak out. Whew, okay. There's nobody there. It felt like I bumped into someone, but there's nobody there. There is nobody there. Whew, okay, that was a little bit scary. So I feel like I want to check every room now just to make sure there's no one in here, because that was really weird. Hello? Why do I do this to myself?
He felt like he had literally bumped into someone, but the hallway was empty. Shaken, he started checking every room, but still nothing. His nerves were already on edge when he heard something else.
Supporting the rhino. That sounded like footsteps. Like that, what I'm doing now, that's exactly what I just heard. Right, I'm getting out of this bit. That was really, really horrible. Now I think the operating theatre is this one on the right here. Is it that one? Yes. What the f was that? Okay. That was weird. That was really, really, really weird. Oh, God. I can't tell you how scared I am at the moment. Oh, God. I've just got to laugh about it, though.
Chasing after the sound turned up nothing again. But as Colin turned and walked away, something happened that he couldn't ignore.
Oh God, this is so scary. Honestly, guys, if you've never tried this before, the adrenaline rush you get from it is phenomenal. It really is. But at the same time, it is very, very scary. My heart is racing 10 to the dozen at the moment. Right, I think this is the way out here. Right, I don't know if you heard that then, but that sounded like... Hello? This is absolute bull. There is no way I just heard that. I'm sorry I'm swearing, guys, but I do swear when I get scared. What the is this? It sounded like a little girl. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It sounded like a little girl. Oh. What? No way. That has just happened. There is no way. That is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? What? Right, you've just seen that with your own eyes. I have not touched that. There is nobody else here. What was that? How the that happened? Okay, that was really, really scary. I didn't like that. Right, I really want to get out of here now.
Moments later, a door slammed shut right in front of him. No wind, no people, just the door moving on its own. Colin was ready to leave, but the hospital wasn't done with him yet.
Completely stripped. Every single room is just gone. Oh, I think that's a dead end up. Is that a dead end? No, that's a dead end up there. We go... What the was that? What the Hang on. Whoa. No. What the is going on? It sounds like loads of people. What the is going on? There is no way that just happened. There is no way. There is no way that just happened. There's no in there. There's no way anyone could have been in there. Okay, I am getting out of here. That I'm gone. Oh God. I'm going. That's it. I'm getting out.
At one point, he spotted a cupboard door shut. Seconds later, it was open. He bolted. But curiosity pulled him back. By the time he returned, the door had mysteriously closed again. That was it. Colin made a run for it, got back to his car, and ended the night. Whether what he caught on camera was paranormal or not, that's up for you to decide. But either way, the Royal Hospital Haslar remains one seriously creepy place to explore, especially alone.
Lock.
I need to get out of here. Try and work out his call. Right. Off. Hello?
In March 2020, a British YouTuber named Adam uploaded a rather disturbing video where he investigated an abandoned murder house on his channel, Adam Mark Explores. His channel mainly focuses on urban exploration, and he frequently posts footage of his strange encounters in various abandoned locations throughout the UK. In this particular video, Adam decided to explore an abandoned mansion, often referred to as Sally's Murder House, located in England. According to legend, a young girl named Sally was murdered in the house and later buried in the woods nearby. The home has long been considered one of the most haunted mansions in England, linked to paranormal activity for many years. Adam begins by exploring the lower levels, showing graffiti and ominous warnings across the walls. The house is clearly in poor condition, with an unsettling atmosphere throughout. But as he makes his way upstairs, he suddenly hears a loud noise from one of the rooms he had just left. And this is when things begin to take a disturbing turn.
This is very Amityville. Sally's in the woods. You just knocked through the wall. Oh my God. The blue ball in there. This is disgustingly scary, this house. Bad vibes. But we'll just make our way down because that's downstairs there. Wow, this is strange. Look at these old wardrobes. Right, we'll have a little bit of fun, guys. What film does this house remind you of? Let me know in the comments. Because I know what I'm getting. I've said it 3 times. Right, tell me if you hear anything and I'm not just freaking out on my own. We're just going to check up the upstairs. Off. Hello? Was that?
After hearing the loud noise, Adam quickly rushed downstairs to investigate, but found nothing. Later, viewers noticed something chilling he had overlooked. In the footage, a blue ball appears in the middle of the room, a ball that hadn't been there when Adam first entered. Even more unsettling, Adam may have unknowingly encountered the same ball again on the upper floor. Completely unaware of this, Adam pressed on, trying to rationalize what he had heard. But moments later, a new disturbance shook him.
Right, let's head downstairs now and find out what that bloody running water is. No way. I've sussed out what that is. Oh my god. Someone's flooding the basement. Oh my god. Who the f***'s done that? Guys, my head's gone now. Somebody's flooded the basement. Don't even know what you do about that. It's not even any wind. But this is the last room. Oh, my head's gone. Just another utility room. And then back up. Right, let's get out of here and try and work out who to call.
Shaken by the flooding water, Adam's anxiety grew. Unsure if this was the work of vandals, squatters, or something else, he decided it was time to call it a night. But leaving the house wasn't going to be so simple.
Right, so that's I need to work out who to ring to sort that flood out, and I'm hearing some weird shit, man. I need to get out of here. Try and work out who's call. Right. Off. Hello? Off. Off. This. Do you get out?
As Adam prepared to leave, the sound of piano keys echoed through the house. Startled, he rushed into the room, but once again, no one was there. Disturbed and frightened for his safety, Adam finally abandoned the investigation and fled the house. The mysterious blue ball, the unexplained flooding, the piano music, and the source of the loud noises remain unsolved to this day. Adam never returned to Sally's murder house. I think I have to agree with Adam. The piano was the sound of time to get myself out. What do you think? Would you continue the exploration? Let me know what you would have done in the comments. The YouTube channel you're seeing belongs to a mother living in the Netherlands, and what she's captured inside her home is the kind of nightmares you can't wake up from. Her entire channel became a chronicle of the strange and often violent activities surrounding her family, and the evidence is nothing short of terrifying. She started by setting up a stationary camera, hoping to make sense of the bizarre things happening around her. What she recorded was worse than she imagined. At first, a door creaks open slowly, like something unseen is stepping through. Moments later, books are violently flung from a nearby shelf, as if hurled by invisible hands. And that was only the beginning.
Fuck, daar gaan we weer. Die deur. De lampen stil. Dat is dat vieze, creepy ass keukentje. Kijk, dat bedoel ik dus. Dat is dat licht. Fuck, ik kom dus. Dit gaan we doen, ja. Zie, er is hier dus. Dit is dus het lichtknopje. Het is helemaal niet. Deze deur is gewoon dicht. Er is hier gewoon echt helemaal niemand. Fuck. Zie je zo'n ding? Kijk. Dat bedoel ik dus. Dat bedoel ik dus. Oh my god. Er is hier echt helemaal niemand.
Then came the sounds, deafening bangs, echoing through the rooms, and doors slamming shut with brutal force. She insists they aren't flimsy doors. They're heavy. They don't move easily. Yet whatever is in that house moves them as if they weigh nothing. Not long after, it found the laundry room. The light switch begins to flick on and off in a rapid, unnatural rhythm, filling the space with a harsh, mechanical clicking. She ran to check, but the room was empty and cold. One night, she uploaded security footage that shook her viewers. picture frames violently banging against the wall, books sent flying, and through it all, faint glowing orbs drift silently across the room. But what disturbed people the most was the cat. Over and over again it reacts. It stares into empty corners, its fur bristling, its body frozen in fear, as if it can see what we cannot. And then, a book crashes to the floor just inches away from the cat, and the animal bolts, clearly terrified. It's as though whatever lurks there is toying with them, letting them know they're never alone. 2 years ago, her uploads stopped. No new videos, no explanations, just silence. So what do you think? Is this a haunting, or is it something even darker? Let us know in the comments below.
And that wraps up this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so we can keep bringing you more creepy, bizarre, and haunting tales. Check out the links below to dive deeper. And if you have your own creepy encounter, tell us in the comments. We might feature it in a future video. Until next time, sleep tight.